Welcome to London Property News Bulletin. Every week, we break down the key headlines and the wider news that could influence the market, keeping you informed and confident in your decisions. Here is what you need to know this week.
The Trump effect, Americans turning to London. The Times reported on the 5th of May that wealthy Americans are turning to London in greater numbers, driven by political volatility at home, favourable currency dynamics, and a sense that the UK still offers stability even at a higher tax cost. Estate agents across prime central London are reporting sustained transatlantic interest, with North American buyers now a meaningful part of the active buyer pool. For high-net-worth individual vendors weighing timing, the message is clear. The inbound buyer story is real and accelerating. New land transparency rules tighten the net on offshore ownership. Bird and Bird reported on the 5th of May on the UK's new land transparency rules. While the framework is aimed primarily at residential developers, it sits alongside the wider direction of travel: more disclosure, more scrutiny, less anonymity for overseas-held UK property. For owners holding prime London assets through offshore structures still the dominant pattern in Mayfair, Belgravia and Knightsbridge, this layers on top of the Finance Act 2026 IHT changes. The compliance burden is rising. The planning window is narrowing. MEES 2030, the £30,000 fine looming over landlords. Estate Agent Today reported on the 10th of May that the £30,000 MEES penalty for non-compliant rental stock targets the landlord, defined as the legal person who lets the property. The government has confirmed the EPC-C threshold by 2030. For prime London landlords, the implication is significant. Heritage stock, period conversions, and older mansion blocks face the steepest upgrade costs. This is no longer a distant deadline. Portfolio reviews and capex planning need to start now. Voters deliver damning verdict on Labour's housing record. Exclusive polling reported by the iPaper on the 10th of May found that 49% of voters think the government is doing a bad job on housing, with a third struggling to pay rent or mortgage. The political pressure is now reciprocal. Tenants frustrated with affordability, landlords frustrated with regulation, and a government caught between them. Expect further policy intervention before the next budget. For high net worth individuals, this is the macro backdrop against which IHT, MTD, and leasehold reform will be set. Housing Minister renews pledge on leasehold reform. Coverage on the 8th of May confirmed the Housing Minister has renewed the pledge to dismantle the leasehold system, with the draft Commonhold and Leasehold Reform Bill central to the reform programme. For prime London, where leasehold dominates Mayfair, Belgravia, Kensington and Chelsea flats, this remains the single most important structural change on the horizon. Whether owners should be acting now, extending leases, enfranchising, or simply modelling exit scenarios depends on individual circumstances. What is clear: doing nothing is no longer a neutral choice. House prices fall for second consecutive month. Halifax data reports on the 8th and 10th of May shows UK house prices fell 0.1% in April after a similar drop in March, with annual growth easing to 0.4%. Higher borrowing costs and economic uncertainty are cited as the principal drags. For prime London, the headline number masks divergence. Pockets of resilience among trophy assets and well-priced family homes, softness across stretched mid-market stock. Sellers expecting the 2021 numbers are still resetting. Buyers with cash continue to find the strongest leverage in a generation.
That wraps this week's London Property News Bulletin. Thank you for listening. If something caught your attention or you need support navigating the impact of the news, then please reach out to us. We're here to guide you. If this was useful, do pass it on to someone who also follows the market, and don't forget to subscribe to stay one step ahead.